Sir, I think no one have. Sir, okay, now I start, sir, with your permission. So, all the faculties, very good afternoon to one another. Welcome to the 5 days nation workshop on SCILAB. So, before starting the session, I will introduce today's resource person. The today's resource person is Dr. Rajendra Kumar, sir. He is presently working as an associate professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineer at Bhagatpur Singh Mahal Vishwavidyalay, Sonipet, Haryana from 2009 onwards. Before that, he was working as in assistant professor in BPR College of Engineering, Sonipet, Haryana. Uh, Coming to his studies, he has done his BTech from MD University, Rohtak, and MTech from GJSUT, Hisar in 2008. He has completed his doctorate from the School of Electronics and Communication Engineer, SMVD University, Jammu and Kashmir. He is having an experience of more than 20 years in teaching and research. He has published more than 30 reputed research papers in national and international journals coming to Scopus and ACS. He has also presented more than 10 papers in national and international conferences. He also conducted many refreshers courses regarding to MATLAB and SCILAB, everything. He also conducted refresh course, FDP, short-term training programs, and faculty induction development programs in regarding to capacity of coordinates. He was involved as a deputy coordinator for getting of rupees grant of 60 lakhs from UGC for MTech in ICT program. He is also a program coordinator for B Occasional in mobile communication, and he is also a nodal officer for his institution in the IC and member of IQS in university and member of PG board, nodal officer for the Chief Minister grievance cell of few and few more. This is the brief introduction of our resource person today. Sir, with your kind permission, you
Uh,
can come, sir.
Thanks, sir, for such a nice introduction.
Thank you, sir. Sir, may I hand over the session to you, sir? You can take it, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
I am honored and pleased to be part of this workshop. I am thankful to Dr. G. Vinod Kumar, Principal CSSR and SRRM Degree and PG College, Kamalpuram, AP. I am also thankful to management of the college who provided me the opportunity to interact with you people. I would like to share my little knowledge about SCILAB and try to enable you to make you aware about the SCILAB, which is the alternate to MATLAB, and the application of SCILAB in UG as well as PG and in research also. Once again, thank you, sir, for inviting me as a resource person. And if you permit, we can start today's session.
Yeah, sure, sir. We are also very much thankful, sir, because for valuable time you have spent with us, and we are all very much thankful for sharing your valuable time now, sir. Sir, before that, I intimate the participants, please keep mute so that the session will go in a peaceful manner. All the participants will hear very good manner. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You
And
can.
I think my audio is fine.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, please allow me to share my screen.
Yes, sir. You are allowed, sir. No problem. You are the co-host. You can, sir.
Host disabled participant screen. Actually, I am joining as a participant also.
Okay. Wait, sir. I think you have done okay, sir. Host.
I am joining with same
Okay, sir.
account.
You have, yeah. Wait, I will give one more question. You have joined in two times as a participant
Yes,
and
sir,
as a.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
As
Now I have
a
given, sir. Now given. You can take it.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Just wait.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. For both participants, I have given course to sir for you. 2 meetings. Yeah, now it is coming, sir. Your
Now
screen is sharing.
screen is visible.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And my PPT,
Yeah, visible, sir. Some scratches are there. I think some with pen scratch.
it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I don't know. Now it
Sir,
is
sir, 1 minute.
removed.
Participants, please refresh and join because audible. Sir, voice is audible to everyone. Some of them are saying that are not audible. We are audible. Please refresh and join. Again, you may get. Thank you. Click on join
Okay.
audio. 1 minute.
Once again, we will start today's workshop. Myself, Dr. Rajendra Kumar, as I have been introduced by Dr. G. Vinod Kumar ji. I am
Thank you.
working as an associate professor in BPS Mahila Vishwavidyalaya, Haryana. The agenda of the workshop is desktop environment of SCILAB. Then we will use console as a calculator, and we have some inbuilt functions and commands which are present inside the SCILAB. This is the agenda for today's, and for remaining, we will have basic of SCILAB programming, matrix operations. That is the agenda for day 2. Day 3, we will have functions in SCILAB, inbuilt function as well as user-defined functions. We will discuss on day 3. On day 4, we will discuss about the capability of plotting in SCILAB. Day 5, we will discuss about the SCOS versus Simulink. Simulink is present in MATLAB and XCOS is present in SCILAB. So we will discuss about the Simulink as well as SCOS and their ability for dynamic system. At day 6, we will discuss some of the applications in science and engineering for SCILAB. So this is the agenda of the workshop. Now, SCILAB, as I have already said, SCILAB is an alternate to MATLAB. As we have already attended a workshop on MATLAB, which is conducted by the college. So you all are familiar with MATLAB?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are, but the biggest disadvantage of MATLAB is that it is commercial. You have to pay a heavy amount for getting the license of MATLAB. Whereas the SCILAB, which stands for Scientific Laboratory, is an alternate to MATLAB. All the functions or all the capabilities which are present inside the MATLAB that can be used in SCILAB also, or we can say they are present inside the SCILAB also. The biggest advantage of SCILAB is that it is open source, free and open source software. So you don't need to pay any amount. You just go to the site of SCILAB, download the latest version or version as per your requirement of the operating system and start working. SCILAB जो है that is released as a open source license under GPL license, and it is available free of cost or free of charge. That is the biggest advantage of SCILAB. If a college don't have any MATLAB software, they don't worry about the facility. They just download the SCILAB and do all the same things which are done in MATLAB. You can do all the same things using SCILAB also. The biggest another advantage of SCILAB is inbuilt mathematical functions. As we know, MATLAB is also having number of inbuilt functions, whether it is mathematical function, whether it is logical functions, or any other type of function, trigonometric functions and other things. Same type of inbuilt functions, they are also present inside the SCILAB. And the other advantage of SCILAB is that it has plotting capability for 2D as well as 3D graph. Being the student of science, engineering, you always need plotting of graphs, or you, if you are having large data and you want to plot the pie chart or bar chart and other things, it is easy to plot these graphs in SCILAB. It is maintained and developed by SCILAB Consortium in 2003. SCILAB was integrated into DGO Foundation in July 2008, and the latest version of SCILAB is 2024.0.0, and it was released in February 2024. The website for downloading the SCILAB is www.scilab.org. You just type www.scilab.org. You will get the site, and in the download section, you will find a number of versions are there. The biggest or the second biggest advantage of SCILAB is that user can develop their own module so that they can solve their particular problem. And this facility is not available in MATLAB. In MATLAB, user cannot develop their own module. They can develop their own function, but they cannot develop their own module in MATLAB. So SCILAB provides this facility to the user. SCILAB, MATLAB जो है, that is a high-level programming language. It is integrated with 2D and 3D graphic with animation. The other advantage with animation, we will have some example of animation later on day 4, I think so. It is interfaced with symbolic computing packages such as Maples and MUPAD 3.0, and SCILAB can be used for different operating systems such as Linux, Windows, Mac operating system. It means we can use SCILAB on any of the platform, or it is cross-platform facility is there. We can use it for mathematical and computational work, for developing algorithms, modeling, simulation, and visualization. These are the few applications or uses where we can use graphical and scientific engineering graphics, application development, including graphical user building. As we know, in MATLAB, you will have guide, that is graphical user interface development environment, which is also present inside the SCILAB. And using this guide or GUI building, you can develop any application. Mobile-based application can be developed, and The other uses is optimization. Algorithm to solve constant and unconstant, continuous and discrete optimization problem can be solved using optimization techniques, which is present inside the SCILAB. And for modeling dynamic systems, or we can say for developing and modeling dynamic system, we can use XCOS. As I have already discussed, XCOS is alternate to Simulink, which is present in the MATLAB. Now the question is how to download SCILAB. Go to the website of SCILAB, go to the download section and select your installation package. You will find there two versions. One is for 32-bit and other is for 62-bit. Download one of the matching version as per your system, operating system. Once your download is completed, you will have a file known as .xq file. Just wait. My sound is fine. Audio is coming.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Audio is coming or not?
Yeah, coming, sir.
Okay. Now, after downloading, run this executive file, which is shown in the figure, and you will see here, run. After run, select the language that can be used during installation. Select English as the language. And after that, go on, click next, next, next. Select all the other things and launch SCILAB setup wizard. Then next, 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 and so on. And the end, you will see this window, step 12, setup finished. After going through next, 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 selecting all the modules which are present inside the SCILAB. In the end, select launch SCILAB and click finish. After clicking the finish or pressing the finish button, you will find a SCILAB window there. I don't want to discuss these modules which are present inside the SCILAB: differential equation module, polynomial module, symbolic modules, sparse matrix module, linear algebra modules, graphic module, signal processing module, interpolation modules, optimization. These are present inside the SCILAB. And you have to select all these modules. Although if they will be selected automatically, if someone is not selected, then try to select it during the installation. There is another important features which is present inside the SCILAB is ATOM, Automatic Module Management System. This is another important features of SCILAB. And these are the modules which are developed by some external developers. And these external developers have made these modules available to the SCILAB users, and they can be used only via atoms. On day 6, we will try to select signal processing module, which is developed by some other developers, and make use of that module for image processing. If a user wants to contribute to develop his or her module, he can share this through atoms. This is the facility provided by the SCILAB. Means if you are a very good developer, you are a very good programmer, and you want to develop a particular module, then you can develop your module, share the files with the SCILAB developers, and they will insert or provide interface through atoms, right? So you can also contribute in the development of SCILAB. If you are a good programmer, if you are a good engineer, you can contribute. Now the difference between MATLAB versus SCILAB. MATLAB is a high-level programming language that is used for performing mathematical computing. Means MATLAB जो है that is high-level programming language है as C, C++, Java and other things, and they can be used, or MATLAB can be used for mathematical computing and other works also. Whereas it is a software that is used for performing scientific computations. SCILAB जो है that can be used for scientific computing. The full form of MATLAB is Matrix Laboratory, and for SCILAB it is stands for Scientific Laboratory. All the functions which are present inside the SCILAB, they are written either in C, C++, or Java. Whereas all the functions which are present inside the SCILAB, they are written in C, C++, or Fortran. The file extension file for MATLAB is .m, whereas the file or the script which you will write in SCILAB, they can be saved with the extension .sci. So this is the difference. Another difference, whenever we write a script for a particular problem in MATLAB, that script is always saved with the extension .m. Whereas if you are writing a script in SCILAB, then you have to save that script with the extension .sci. If you want to make a comment in this MATLAB, you will use percentage sign, double percentage sign, whereas in SCILAB, you will use forward slash. 2 forward slash means that is a comment, and that line is ignored by the SCILAB. We will discuss this later on when we will work on console. MATLAB जो है that is open source software, whereas MATLAB is not an open source software, whereas SCILAB is free and open source software. MATLAB can be used for solving high-level computation, whereas SCILAB is used for solving low-level scientific computing. The difference is that MATLAB has large number of inbuilt functions and large facility as compared to SCILAB. But at UG and PG level, we can use this SCILAB up to a great extent. But at PG level or at some higher levels in commercial purpose, it is not feasible to use SCILAB. Then we have to go for MATLAB. The syntax for declaring matrices is same in SCILAB as well as in MATLAB. And the syntax is, we will start with square bracket. If you want to enter a matrix in MATLAB or in SCILAB, you will use a square bracket. So these are the few differences between MATLAB and SCILAB. And out of these The only great difference is that SCILAB is free and open source software. That means you don't have to pay any amount for installing this SCILAB. Whereas MATLAB, you have to pay a heavy amount to get the license and then used. Once you open a SCILAB, you will find desktop environment. This desktop environment is shown by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. In one, you can see here one, it shows the current directory, means in which directory you are presently working in SCILAB. As you can see here, I am using C, folder is user, electronics. This is the address of the current directory. And in section 2, where it is SCILAB 6.001 console, this section 2 is known as console. It is similar to the command prompt which is present inside the MATLAB. In command prompt, you write command one by one. Similarly, in console, you will write command one by one and execute it. You see the difference. In console, you write command one by one and execute it. Similar to the command prompt, which is present inside the MATLAB desktop environment. In 3, that is serial number 3, this is variable browser, which is similar to workspace present in the MATLAB. In variable browser, it will list all the variables which are used by the user. Variable browser is the place where all the variables, they are stored inside the variable browsers. And the fourth one section is command history. It will list all the commands which are used by the user. The utility of this command history is that if you double click any of the command, the same command will be displayed on the console. If you don't remember any command, you search it in history, command history, and that if you double click that particular command, it will displayed on the console. And the fifth one, that is news feed. If any updation, any new version, or any new things happens in the SCILAB environment, that news feedback will update it. So this is the 5 sections which are present inside the SCILAB desktop environment. Number 1 is file browser, which shows the present directory. Number 2, console. Number 3, variable browser, list all the variables. And number 4, command history, which lists all the commands which are used by the users. And news feed. This news feed is of little bit use. This I have already explained. Console is a command window used for entering SCILAB functions and other commands at the command line prompt appearing as this one. You can see here a arrow is there, and after arrow you will enter any command for its execution. Once you write the command, press enter, the command will be executed. variable browsers which display the list of variables currently used in the environment, command history used to view, execute previously run functions, and number 5 is an embedded component that display news about SCILAB product. As I have already said, if any updation, any new version is released by the SCILAB products, that will appear inside news feed. Some of the major functions of SCILAB, one is 2D and 3D plotting like pie chart, lines, histogram, surface, animation, and graphics extras. These are the few graphical plotting facility present inside the SCILAB. Simulation and math functions like linear algebra, sparse matrices, polynomials, elementary functions of scientific computing, optimization, linear matrix equations, nonlinear optimization, quadratic optimization, semi-defining, definite programming, genetic algorithms. These are the few uses. Control system design and analysis. I will discuss this application, control system design and analysis, on day 6 when I will discuss about the course. I will design a try for a particular input to get a particular output. Non-linear methods, it provides facility, signal processing, where you can design your digital FIR filter or IR filter, analog filter, signal generations, and also data windowing. Power spectral density estimation can also be done. And last is in signal processing is graphics and animation. We will discuss, it depends on this time, whether we will discuss about the signal processing tool or not. And all these facility of signal processing, we will make use of atoms, which I have already discussed. I will use this atom there for signal processing. Now, using console as a calculator. Now I will close my PPT because it is not feasible to discuss console as a calculator using PPTs. Now, all the users, they are requested to open their SCILAB if they have already installed. How many have installed SCILAB?
Yes, sir, installed.
Have you installed? Okay. So we will discuss all these applications of console as a calculator one by one. How I will define variable, what is the default variable there present in SCILAB, what are the rules and regulations for defining variables, and so on. One by one, we will discuss what are the various inbuilt functions which are present inside the SCILAB, what are the inbuilt mathematical functions, what are the various operators which are present inside the SCILABs using console. So I will close this and try to explain all these things through console. Important commands of SCILAB, compare operators, exercise, logical operators. Similarly, we have mathematical operators are also there, strings, and so on. So now I will shift towards console. Just wait for few seconds. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. No problem. Yeah.
Just what you have learned in MATLAB. Try to recollect those things and try to implement all those things which you have learned in MATLAB in the previous workshop using SCILAB. You can do all the things or all the topics that you have learned in the previous workshop on MATLAB. The same things can be done in SCILAB. So we will discuss one by one. Now if I type 2 plus 2, you will find 4. Here, ANS is default variable in SCILAB. What you have learned is that if you don't define name of the variable, then in SCILAB, ANS is default variable in SCILAB, right? And it is similar to MATLAB. जो आपने वहां पे किया, same you are doing here also, right? And this, if I write 2 plus 2 with 2 forward slash, this is a command and it is ignored by the SCILAB. But if I don't use this, then you will get ANS is equal to 4. And if I write A is equal to 2, you will get 2. And this is not A equal to 2. It can be read as A assigned value 2. It is not equal to 2. It means A is assigned value 2. If I again assign A as 3, the previous value of A is equal to 2, it will be erased. And a new value of A is assigned. It means this is the dynamic nature of variable. This is known as dynamic nature of variable. If you are assigning the same variable different value, तो वो जो last value आपने assign किया है, that value will be taken by the variable. If similarly, if I assign 5, A will be assigned 5. It will not show A is assigned 2. So this is known as dynamic behavior. Now, if I assign a variable starting with 1, A is equal to 3, it shows some syntax error. Unexpected identifier expecting end of 5 means we cannot start variable name with number. That is most important. We cannot start variable name with a number. We can assign A underscore 1 is equal to 3. It's fine. These are the few rules for defining variables. And I think these rules are almost same everywhere, whether it is C, whether it is MATLAB, whether it is Python, or whether it is SCILAB, right? So dynamic nature of variable means same variable may be assigned different value and previous value is replaced by the new value. That is known as dynamic behavior of the. Now if I assign 4 and I assign A is equal to 4, then A and capital A, they are different variable. They are different variable. It means SCILAB is case sensitive language. Spelling may be wrong, just check it. Right? Next is some mathematical operators in SCILAB. Plus, minus, multiplication. We use star. In MATLAB, we also use star. In similar fashion, in SCILAB, we will also use this star as a symbol of multiplication. Then we will have forward slash for division. We will have backward slash, just wait, for left division. I will use this cap for power and so on. So these are the two mathematical operators which are present inside the SCILAB. If I type 3, A is equal to 5, and I will use this MATLAB operators for mathematics plus, I will get or receive Z is equal to 8. Similarly, if I use A forward division B, I will get 0.6. If I use backward slash, that means left division, and you will get 1.66, means 5 is divided by 3. In this case, 5 is divided by 3. A star B. This is the multiplication of two variables. And if I write A cap 2, that means 3 to the power 2, and you will receive 9. Now, if I use some mathematical expression, suppose 1 plus 2, bracket closed, multiplication, 3 minus 4, and bracket close, you will get minus 3. Is it okay? Is it okay? It's fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now, means Using console, we can solve any mathematical expression, and this will follow BODMAS rule. I think most of the participants are from mathematical background or from science background. They know this BODMAS. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You will receive this answer. So whenever you are doing any mathematical expression, the SCILAB will solve this mathematical expression using BODMAS rule. Similarly, we have some comparison operators are there in SCILAB, such as greater than, equal to, less than, this, not equal to. You just check. This is the symbol for not. This is the symbol for not. So these are the few comparison operators which are present inside the MATLAB as well as in SCILAB. And the utility of these operators we will find when we will do control statements and looping statements in SCILAB, which are similar to in MATLAB. लूपिंग एंड कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट्स के अंदर जो है कंपैरिजन स्टेटमेंट्स और कंपैरिजन ऑपरेटर्स का यूटिलिटी होगा, दैट वी विल डिस्कस लेटर ऑन. Then we have some logical operators are also there. Try to remember the name of these logical operators and the symbols. This is for AND gate or AND. Not, or we can say complement, and last is for OR operators, OR operators. These are the symbols which are used for logical operators. Suppose we have some vector, and if you want to represent a vector, it is always inside a square bracket. You just enter first element, then provide space, enter the value of second element, provide space, enter the next element value, and then and so on. Similarly, if you are having another operator, another variable y with vectors 0, 4, and 1, you can take any value. And if I say x and y. You will find FTT, that is the result. This F stands for false. And T stands for true. Similarly, if I use this what you will receive? Y, undefined variable. It means capital Y and small y, they are different variables. So whenever you are using or you want to write some expression, you always use same type of variable which we are using. Don't use capital or small capital or small numbers or small variable, alphabetical variable. You should use same type of variable, whether it is small alphabets or whether it is capital alphabets. Now we will discuss some inbuilt functions in SCILAB. One is SQRT, to find the square root of any number. Suppose I want to find the square root of 4. I will use SQRT with brackets. Inside, I will write the value of the number, that is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. Now, if I want to find the mean of a array or a vector, 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 11, and I want to find the mean, just type mean, name of the variable, and you will find the mean of the vector is 5.75. If you want to find the sum, you can also find sum of a array using the command sum. Suppose we have a variable which is assigned value 3.458, and now I want to use the command scil. You will find the next exact integer value, that is 3.458, and the next closest value is 4, and the answer is 4. And if I use another command, that is floor, you will find the previous closest value to the number, that is 3. If I use round, you will find the same 3. And now some trigonometric function. SCILAB takes value in radians. That means 90. And if you want to convert this value into degree, use D. Type sign, then D, and then write, and you will find the value of sine 90 is 1 in degree. In radians, the value of sine 90, it is 0.89, but in degree 90, the value is 1. So if you want to convert radians into degree and try to find the value, then use sine D. Similarly, you can use cos D, 0, or we can say 90. You will see the value is 0. Similarly, you can find 1045 in degree and the value is 1. So if you want to find the exponential value of A, it is 31 point. We have used a variable A, which is 3.48, and the exponential value is 31 point something. So you can use any expression. The next important is modulo, which is used, used to find positive.
Sir, someone has raised the doubt.
What, sir?
Someone has raised a doubt in chat box. How to represent pi in SCILAB? Sir?
Okay, just check. I will discuss. Just wait.
Okay, sir.
Fifteen divided by 3. If 4, you will get remainder as 3. Now someone is asking how to represent pi. Use percentage, type pi, and you will get the value of pi 3.1415927 value. To represent pi in SCILAB, we have to use percentage. Similarly, if you want to find the value of iota or under root -1, you have to use percentage I. Right? I think Madhvi madam problem is solved. Is it fine? Similarly, if you want to represent E, you have to use percentage E, and this will represent the value of E. If you want to find the absolute value of percentage E, is it possible? Yes. This is the absolute value. So, suppose you are having a imaginary number 2 plus 3 into percentage I. This is the imaginary number, and you want to find the absolute value of Z. Then you will receive this as absolute value. Suppose you want to find the real value of Z, just type real and you will get the real value. If you want to find the imaginary value of Z, type IMAG and you will find this value. Next inbuilt function is factorial. If you want to find the factorial of a given number, you have to use factorial command, that is factorial bracket 5, and the factorial of number 5 is 120. Now come back to A. We have this A, and if I write format sort A input argument, just take this example. This is the value. Format sort A test. कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं मैडम? You want to say something? No. Just wait. Okay, display format I will discuss later on. Display format I will discuss later on. Now, if I type A is equal to 2 and this, it means this semicolon will suppress the result and does not display, right? And if you want to display the value, you have to type this A, that will display the value of variable A. Now, in some cases, if user wants to provide the value or try to enter the value, then you will use this input function. Now suppose if A is equal to input single quote, write the text, enter the value of A. Now you will see the window is asking user to enter the value of A. If I enter value A is equal to 2, you will see A is assigned value 2. Now again, if you assign new value, it will be. So in some cases, we required that the value should be entered by the user. In that case, we will use this input function. Input function, right? Now, if I write A plus 2, continue, syntax error, expected end. Now, if you want to erase all the commands which are executed by the console, you have this clear console. You can use either this clear console or you type clear. Inside the variable browsers, they are removed. And if you use CLC, then all the commands which are executed by the console, they will be erased. So CLC will erase all commands of console, and clear will delete all variables in variable browser. Next, now this is simple exercise for you. Write some command to find roots of a quadratic equation. That is the first problem. The second is write commands to find area and perimeter of a circle. Now you can share your problem or your questions. Is it fine? Hello. Audio is there?
Yes, sir.
Anybody want to discuss any question?
So if we want to write commands in 2-3 lines, then how can we write any problem in 2-3 lines?
Any problem in 239? You
Yes.
can use
Semicolon. We may use semicolon.
no, yeah. You can also use like if you use this use semicolon, you can use again semicolon and this A plus B you can use. You can enter number of commands just by using colon. Or if you write a script, you can use this launch side notes. There you will find this type of window. Here you can write any program. Tomorrow I will discuss how to write these commands and how to write a Scilab code for a particular problem using SciNote, right? So it is. I will discuss the difference. What are the advantages of using console and what are the advantages of using this Scilab notes. SciNotes is present there, or you can also use this application. There you will find this SciNotes, or you can type here SciNotes. You will open a new window of this. It is up to you which option you will use. The simplest one is this one.
Thank you, sir.
फाइल के जस्ट नीचे जो है launch SciNotes. This is used for writing the scripts. And in console, you will write command by command. Right?
Yes.
Any other who want to discuss or want to ask any question? If you have a doubt regarding any command or syntax, is there any inbuilt provision in Scilab? Yeah. In Scilab, two commands are of most importance. One is help. Help is for those who want to learn Scilab. You can see a question mark is there just after application. My cursor is there and you will see a question mark is there. Select it, Scilab help, or either you can use F1 directly. And you will find this type of window is there. And through this window, you can find any help. Just I want to how I will remove it. Here you will type sine. And you will see syntax for sine wave. Example is also there, and so on. Sin d function, which I have already discussed. Arguments in degree. Inverse sin है तो a लगाना पड़ेगा. You will use a sin means inverse value. A sin d sin inverse results in degree. So you will find lots of things using help. If I simply type help and plot ओके मैटलैब में ये फैसिलिटी है, यहां भी होनी चाहिए. जस्ट वेट, आई हैव यूज्ड डबल फॉरवर्ड स्लैश, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नॉट displaying. Now if I write help and name of the function, you will see here plot, 2D plot, syntax is there, argument, and lot of literature you will find there along with examples. Just similar to the MATLAB. In MATLAB, I write help. If I type sin d, you will migrate to this. If I execute this, just copy, go to SCILAB console. Again sin d. Now you are finding multiple value of sine using vector 0, $30, $45, $45 use value. I want to discuss is that you can also use colon or comma for entering value. This is similar to A is equal to square bracket 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 and so on. Like this is similar. You can use any of the method. Either you use comma or you can use space for entering the element in the vector. In future, simulation will be discussed. Yes. One question is there from RKT. In future, simulation will be discussed definitely. Any other doubt?
Yeah, with your kind permission, sir, I am asking the participants. All the
Yeah, definitely, definitely, sir.
Please raise doubt in chat box so that.
What, sir?
Clear. No, sir, I am asking participants, sir, any doubts regarding.
Okay. And one another most important command in MATLAB is quit. This quit is for those users or for those who are not interested to learn SCILAB. If you type quit, this will close your SCILAB window. So there are only two commands which are useful to the users. One is help, by which you want to learn SCILAB, you use help. And for those who don't want to learn SCILAB, it is better to use quit. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This is all about today's lecture from my side. If anybody still have any questions, he or she may ask. Shall we close the session now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I think no one has any doubt regarding this, sir. Anyway, we are very much thankful for your session, sir. For me also, it is very nice, sir, because I also don't have any idea about this. Now I have a little bit idea, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
okay, sir. Okay,
So, kindly, with your permission, may I close the session, sir?
definitely, sir, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, participants.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, please post to me the today's material and PPT, sir. I'll post to them in the.
Definitely, sir. I will share a
Okay, sir.
assignment also for
Okay,
those
sir.
who want to submit. They may submit at your end.
Yes, yes, sir.
And
Sure,
one,
sir.
two questions are there in the assignment.
Yes, sir.
That will make them
Practice.
more aware about SCILAB functions.
Yes, surely, sir. Very much thankful.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you again.
Okay, sir. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Exactly
sir.
tomorrow, all the participants, please come by 2:50, sir.